15? Wow.
15 years?
Tacoma Rima.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, nah. 15. Really, bro?
What am I doing right now? Well, I'm currently standing next to a horse. Oh, you mean, what am I doing with my life? Well, I guess you could say I'm what you would call a riding instructor. Bit of a step down from fighting dragons, I know. But the upside is there's less of a chance of being reduced to ashes, I must say. Those glory days of sword fighting and saving princesses are behind me now.
As you can see, I'm keeping up the front of house role as an office lady. Can't say it's what I saw myself doing all those years ago, but I'm loving it. A few less brawls, but I'd say the same amount of injuries.
I'm the proud owner of Sprite Salon. I'm an independent business cutting people's hair until they look as fantastic as I do. All of my customers love me, and my work is very cherished in the Twizel community.
Where am I now? Well, ain't it obvious? That's right. After Inspector Source fired, after I quit my job at the older precinct because that Matisse lass's escape, I've been doing some rural copper stuff here in Twizel, New Zealand. That's right, I basically own this entire building.
You've been told you don't work here. Get off the property.
Right now, I'm currently on a farm. I inherited this sheep farm from my father shortly after I saved the world, you could say. I would tell you about it, but it's a pretty confidential, I'm afraid, bro. I will have a say, I was a pretty good spy. Did some sneaking around, but those good old days are gone.
Being a knight, naturally I've always been good with horses, I believe. The skill of taming these beasts is as easy as using a sword to me. It takes a very brave and noble knight to live the life I have. And if the townspeople ever need me, fear not. Noble Knight George is always there.
After I left my barmaid job, I decided to travel a little. I went to Tonga, Cuba, Fiji, and then decided to come to New Zealand. That's how I ended up here. Was just chatting with a fellow tourist when one of the staff here noticed my exquisite people skills and charisma. Not an exciting story, I'm afraid, but here we are, Twizel Area School. Who would have thought?
After I left the dance troupe with my sisters, I decided to venture on my own and make my mark on the world. I do this by bringing my amazing style into others' lives. It took me a while, but I finally managed to shake my dance troupe image and fulfill my hairdressing dreams.
Perhaps I was being a little dishonest for a second there. I never really got into the police force. For the past however many years since the Luxor Hotel stint, I've been working for my own private detective company. Got that idea from me mate back in the UK. Twizel's a lot dodgier than it looks. Business is booming. Just last week I had to solve the case of the missing sun hat. No act, no play. Wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Except maybe Matisse.
I've been keeping a pretty alright life on the farm after some undisclosed events led to me saving a nuclear reactor and the country. Bit quieter being out here. Yeah. Sometimes I miss it.
I thank thee.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers, Gov!
Thanks.